ZXaxify here, and Ark Survival Evolved has finally hit Steam. If you don't know what this game is, it's basically DayZ, but instead of zombies, it's dinosaurs. You're on a big island filled with dinosaurs and you need to be able to survive, so you'll need to get food for yourself, weapons, resources, and just everything else needed to survive. The game is in early access on Steam, so it isn't completely finished yet, but there is still tons to do. There is quite a bit to the game to learn at the beginning, so I thought I'd do this quick video just to show you guys some of the basics of the game you should know about before you first start. Once you've customized your character and chosen somewhere to spawn, you'll wake up not wearing any clothes and having absolutely nothing in your inventory, which you can access by pressing I. You'll probably see some dinosaurs wandering about. Don't worry about them for now because they shouldn't be aggressive. The game should spawn you near some friendly dinos. Just make sure you don't attack some of them because some will start fighting you. So since your character has absolutely nothing, you need to start equipping yourself. So we'll start with a weapon. To get a weapon, you need to craft it. If you press I to access your inventory, there's a tab at the top called Craftables. In this section, there's a list of things that you can craft, and hovering over the items gives you a bit more info and the materials you actually need to craft the item. In my list, there's only two things there, the first one being a stone pick, which I can use as a weapon and also to gather materials from certain resources, and the second one being a torch, which as well as being useful at night, I can use as a weapon also. On the right hand side you've got all of your character stats, your level, health, stamina, hunger level, thirst level, just everything you need to pay attention to whilst playing the game. You can earn XP and level up by pretty much doing anything, gathering the resources, killing dinosaurs, crafting and a lot more. XP automatically adds even if you're not doing anything. With each level you can increase any one of your stats. As well as raising your stats, you can also earn engram points which you can use. Just above your stats it says engram points to apply, and then the number of points you have to spend. Clicking on that gives you a whole list of engrams that you can learn using your engram points. Each engram gives you access to something for your character. It could be a weapon, a building structure, clothes, anything that can be useful in surviving. Each engram will tell you how many points you will need to learn it, and some will be locked as you'll need to reach the required level for learning them. I've got a few to choose from, but for now I'm going to craft the stone hatchet because I can use it as a weapon and also for gathering materials, which I'll tell you guys about now. The stone hatchet will cost me 3 points, which I'm going to spend. Once you learn an engram, it'll appear in your craftables list. Even though you've learnt the engram, to actually use it you need to gather the materials to actually craft the item. So if I hover over the stone hatchet, I need to gather 1 wood, 1 flint and 10 thatch to craft the item. These materials are extremely common to come by and are very quick to gather. Trees and big rocks are the primary sources of these materials. To gather them, all you need to do is find a tree or big rock and start punching them with the left mouse button repeatedly, and you'll see materials being added to your inventory until the tree or rock is destroyed. You do slightly lose some health whilst doing this since you're using your bare fists to punch, which is why we're crafting this stone hatchet so we don't have to worry about that. Gathering the wood and thatch is fine, but we also need flint, which we can't gather from big rocks with just our fists. We need to first craft a stone pick from the craftables menu, which is needed to gather flint. You should already have the wood and thatch, but you do need a stone which you can easily just find on the floor. Once you've got the stone, wood and thatch, the stone pick will be available to craft. Simply click on the icon and then click craft item. The stone pick will then appear in your inventory. Drag the stone pick to the number 1 hotkey on the bottom so you can press the 1 key in game to equip it quickly. Now we can use the pick to gather flint from a rock, so just find any rock and start hitting it with the left mouse button to gather some flint. You can use the stone flint against trees also, so if you need any more materials for the hatchet, then just go hit a nearby tree. Once you have enough materials, head over to the craftables menu and craft the hatchet. You can drag this to the number 2 hotkey also to equip it in game faster. Now as well as being able to gather resources with this, you also have a new weapon to use. It isn't the strongest thing in the world, but it's a start. More weapon engrams will start becoming available in the game as you level up.